Here at Greenwich Business School, we're about opportunity, maximising potential and creating change.
We empower our students to develop into future leaders and change makers to change the world.
We're here to create entrepreneurs of the future.
In the world today, we need businesses that are ethical and sustainable. And at Greenwich, we're producing students who can meet that challenge.
We are part of a diverse and energetic community with students and academic staff from all over the world.
Our role here in the business school is to deliver resilience in our students, to prepare them for what's to come in the world of work, for their future, for them to lead the way.
Our world-leading research centers are tackling work equality, political accountability, and urban challenges of the 21st century.
To really understand business, you need to experience business.
Our strong industry links allow them to get placements and get internships.
It's vital to make connections
and hear from world-leading experts.
Welcome to Business Breakfast. We're joined by students, staff, and some of our fantastic alumni.
We provide you with the tools and
So, hello students, we are live again. This is me, Faisal Islam Amir. I am the Senior International Conversion Manager for EN Global Education Limited. As you know that EN Global Education Limited is one of the top education consultancy firm, and we provide free services for UK, Ireland, Canada, Australia, and USA. And as you know that we are over 80 plus students, universities that we are work directly, and we are direct partner with them. So today we have with us as the University of Greenwich representative, and none other than that is Tierney Morris, the international recruiter for officer for University of Greenwich. So hi Tierney, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So thank you for joining this live session with us. And can you please take the floor and introduce yourself? And can you please little bit talk about University of Greenwich history, location, subject that you're offering, and tuition fees, entry requirements for the Bangladeshi students? Thank you.
Of course. So hi, I'm Tierney and I'm the recruitment officer for Bangladesh at the University of Greenwich. We are a university, of course, based in London and the southeast of the UK. And that's over 3 campuses. So our first campus is Greenwich. It's the one in the image behind me. It's our main campus, and it is in Greenwich, in southeast London. It's about 10 minutes in central London. Mm-hmm. Our next campus is Avery Hill. That's about 20 minutes from central London, and that is also in the borough of Greenwich, but it's in a town, I guess, called Alton. And our third campus is not in London. It's in Medway. It's an hour away in Kent, and that is called Medway, and it is in the north of Kent. So subject-wise, we have over 300 subjects across our UG PG level, and that's set over 4 different faculties. So to start off with, I'll talk about our GBS, our Greenwich Business School. That's taught at our main campus in Greenwich, all of our Greenwich Business School subjects. And we have subjects that include international business, global, accounting and finance, statistics, marketing, and a wide range within that. We also have our Faculty of Education, Health and Human Science, FEHHS, and that is taught mainly at our Avery Hill campus. And those are our healthcare aligned courses, so things like global public health, that's really popular within Bangladesh. Nursing as well, adult nursing, that's available for international students. We also have our FLAS faculty, the Faculty of Liberal Arts and Sciences. That is taught mainly at our Greenwich campus, and that includes courses like English language, psychology, things like that, music and sound production as well. And finally, last but not least, we have our FES faculty, Faculty of Education, Faculty of Engineering and Science, and that is based solely on our Medway campus, aside from our computer science courses, which are taught at our Greenwich campus. But within the FES faculty is courses like computer science, engineering, and we've also got loads of great options for you to study engineering with a placement year or an industrial practice year. We also have like sciences, biology, chemistry, and we also have lots of different data science courses also.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So these are the courses like, is these courses are available for this January intake, and which intakes are available for the like which courses are available for the upcoming intakes. Can you please elaborate more about those things?
Of course. So as a general rule of thumb, we have 3 intakes, and all of our courses are available in September intake. It's by far our largest intake. But our next intake is, of course, January. If you are looking to apply for January, definitely sooner rather than later, because we are closing our applications soon. But as a quick rule of thumb, a lot of our business courses are available in January, and a lot of our engineering and science courses. So if you're looking to study engineering management, you can still do an application. If you're looking to study international business, we can still take an application, yes.
Okay.
And then we also have one more intake in April, and that's a much smaller intake, and that is pretty much just global MA and MBA.
Okay. Do you offering any MRES courses at the moment?
We do have MRES courses, yeah. We have around 16 or different sort of subject streams you can study. Our biggest rule with MRES course is that we like to see a research proposal before when a student applies. We've got lots of instructions on how to do a research proposal online. More than happy to point you towards that. But if you're looking to apply for an MRES course, please do have your proposal completed above that. If you are looking to apply and you already have your MRES research proposal completed, fantastic. Head over to our website and start looking out and reaching out to supervisors or potential supervisors, as that will make the process of finding a supervisor a lot more streamlined when you do apply.
Okay. In terms of the research proposal, you said, like, is there any words limit for that?
Oh, that's a very good question. Let me just get that up. You put me on the spot here.
That's fine. Like,
so it's max 1,500 words.
Okay. So max 1,500 words for the research proposal for the MRS.
Yeah. Okay. So we look for things like an introduction, a literature review, significance, so why the research is necessary, the main questions you hope to answer within your research, your methodology, so what you plan to do, any potential challenges you may find, and ethical issues you may run into, the impact of your research at the end of the process, timelines. And we also ask for a reference list, but the reference list is not included within the total overall count. Okay.
So what are the documents needed for the application process in terms of the MRES application?
So can you repeat that, please?
The documents that student needs to submit along with the research proposal for the application process for MRES.
Of course. So research proposal is most important. We also need a CV, any previous research a student may have done, and all of your students' academic requirements or academic whatever they studied so far.
Okay. Thank you very much for the information in regards to the MRES program. Now let's talk about the entry requirements for the Bangladeshi students.
Of course.
And also the English requirements. Like, do you accept medium of instruction from Bangladesh region? And
we do not, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. So, and the entry requirements for the Bangladeshi student and IELTS requirements at the moment going for University of Greenwich?
So for IELTS, as a general rule of thumb, we look for 6.0 overall with no less than 5.5 in each skill for undergraduate students, and 6.5 overall with no less than 5.5 in each skill for postgrad students. There are exceptions. So if a student is looking to study adult nursing or architecture, we look for a high level of requirements. We've got a separate page on our website and that will tell you which courses have the exceptions.
Okay. And regarding the tuition fees, is there any what is the average tuition fees on a yearly basis? And is there any, tuition fees terms and condition regarding, whether a student can make the payment in installment ways or not? Those type of facilities, are you providing for that?
Of course. So I'll talk about the tuition fees first. Our tuition fees for undergraduate are about £17,000 per year. This is subject to change. It will be going up next September. I'm just letting everyone know. It won't be going up by a lot, but it's a small increase. And for our postgraduate courses, if it's a 1-year course, so a MA or MSc, it is between £17,450 per year for the total course up to £18,150. If a student is looking to study an MBA course, so that's a 2-year course, so 1-year study, 1-year work placement, that will be more. That will be £21,000. We ask for a deposit from all students, not just students in Bangladesh, from all students across the world when applying to the course. So if you are a student from Bangladesh, we would ask you to apply, of course. And then once we make you an offer, we would ask you to pay a £3,000 deposit. And then there are different regions within Bangladesh, of course, as we all know, and one of those regions will have to pay a higher level of payment before we can have them join us and before we issue their CAS. �𝐴𝐻𝐿 will be able to guide you with this once you start your application.
So and that is the region is Sylhet, am I right?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
And then everywhere else in Bangladesh, we ask for 50% payment before we issue with a student with a CAS. And then once a student has their CAS, they can come over, start their course, and we ask for the rest of the students' payment 4 months after they've started. So if they start in January, we ask for the rest of the payment in about the April term.
Okay, so thank you for that information. Now let's talk about the, apart from IELTS, are you accepting any other English, certificates, for example, 𝐿𝐴𝐷𝐵𝐼, PTE, or, Duolingo? Do you accept Duolingo at the moment?
We don't. So we do have a wide list of English language requirements that we accept. We take IELTS as a standard, as most universities do. We do accept PTE, but we don't accept Duolingo test. We also do not accept YTC for Bangladesh.
Okay. And in terms of scholarship, do you have any, what sort of scholarship at the moment you are providing? And is there any merit-based scholarship that you are giving out at the moment or not?
We have, at the moment, for the January entry, we have one scholarship, International Scholarship Award. That is up to a £3,000 discount of a student's first year or total course cost. So if it's an undergraduate student, we look for it'll be assigned to the first year, and if it's a postgraduate course, it will be for the second in total course cost.
Okay, so what is the requirement to get that scholarship?
The student will have to apply, and then we look at everything.
So it's kind of like what the major section you look for it mainly, so that a student get a confirmation that he's getting the scholarship or not. So particularly, do you look for any specific result, or or you just focus on the statement of purpose? Based on that, you provide the scholarship.
We look at everything, absolutely everything. So a student could write a really great statement of purpose. Sometimes we look at the course a student is studying. So if a student has studied to a course that isn't very popular within that country, so we may encourage participation in that course by awarding scholarship. We could look at academics and see if a student if they've got really great academics, we can award scholarship based on that. We look at absolutely everything. Our scholarships are changing though. For the September 25 entry, we will be having a early bird scholarship. So a student who applies and confirms their place on their course before a certain date, I believe it's the 1st of March, they will get an automatic scholarship. And students after that date, it will be the International Scholarship Award, but I believe there'll be a less chance here.
Okay.
But we can do another call about that later, closer to the time.
Okay, no problem. So let's talk about the accommodation facilities and stuff. Can you please elaborate more about the accommodation facilities for the international students and around the Greenwich?
Of course. So our accommodation, we have, as I said earlier, we've got 3 campuses, and that means we have 3 different accommodation offerings.
Okay. So one of the most important questions that we get from the students is regarding the employability rate. So at this moment, what is the employability rate for University of Greenwich?
That's an incredibly difficult question to answer. It's not something that the University actually keeps track of. Do you mean how many students are currently employed?
Yes, like after graduating, how many students are in the work field at the moment?
Oh, okay, we do know that. Okay, so I apologize. I thought you meant how many current students that are currently employed. That's something that we can keep track of. So after graduation, 3 to 6 months after graduating, over 95% of our students are in further study or work.
Okay. And in terms of student service and support for the international student, because many of them student goes over there, it's like away from home, and they kind of be like depressed over there for a couple of days. So do you provide any student service and support to the international student? Do you have this kind of activities in your campus?
Absolutely, we have a very wide offering of support for students. So firstly, I'll talk about our GSU, our Greenwich Student Union. So that's a kind of outside body. It's nothing technically to do with the university, and they help students with all sorts, any kind of issues a student may have. We also have the International Student Advice Service, so that will offer free and confidential immigration advice for students, for current applicants, current students and graduates for up to 3 months after they finish with us. And there are different teams around the university for different types of support. So support if a student has any disabilities. We've got an incredible employability team, so they will support students with lots of different things with finding a job. I could probably take up this entire hour with how much support that we offer to a student. But yeah, no, there is absolutely every support everywhere at the university, and we will offer it to all students. It will just be on the students to take up themselves.
Okay. So and there is like few other things like we usually get a lot in regarding gap. So student gap limit for University of Greenwich in regards to UG course, like undergraduate, like do you accept gap for undergraduate course?
Of course. So the gap we accept for undergraduate course is 2 years, but we know that sometimes there can be a gap between a student finishing their course and receiving the certificate. We base our gap on when the student finished their course. We are kind of flexible with it. So if you have a really great student, or if you feel like you are a really great student and you would be an asset to the University of Greenwich, we're always happy to have a look. We will never just turn you away flat at the door. We also do have a slightly more restricted study gap for the area that we talked about earlier, Sylhet.
Okay, and in terms of PG students, postgraduate student, what is the limit of gap acceptance?
What's the meaning of gap? So gap is essentially out of education. So we don't unfortunately take work experience as a gap. We only base it on when a student was last in education.
Okay, so let's take some Facebook questions now. We have many questions waiting for us to answer. Like there is 17 questions already, so we will be taking some questions from the Facebook. So let's start with the first one. Do you provide any merit-based scholarship for the eligible students?
So we have kind of gone over this, but we don't specifically provide it for merit-based, but it is something that we do take into account when we apply scholarships to students.
Okay. So do you accept any 4-year diploma course?
We do, onto our postgraduate course, I'm assuming. We do. I believe the rate of entry is about 60%.
Okay. Is there any accommodation or airport pickup facilities for international students? And also, do you have a student support center? So yeah, you already answered that. But
I can go into a little bit more detail about these things. So Accommodation-wise, we have over 2,400 rooms available across our entire offering. We don't have any that are solely for international students. All of our students are students. We don't, differentiate between our home students and our international students. That'd be incredibly unfair for you all, I believe. But we have over 1,200 rooms at our Avery Hill campus. Don't know how many rooms at our Greenwich campus, but we've got 4 blocks of accommodation at our Greenwich campus and 1 block in our Medway campus. So we encourage you to live at the campus that you study at, especially with Medway. Our Medway courses, because they're FES, engineering and science, they're very intense, so it's best to be, a 5-minute walk away. We don't offer airport pickups. University used to, but that isn't something that my team does. That actually is something that the student union that student has mentioned offered to students. It's something that was popular, and we are keen for them to get it going again. And yes, we do have a student support service. There's lots of different types of student support, but whatever you have concerns about, if you head over to the Greenwich Union or we've got an online digital help centre, they'll be able to point you towards the right place.
Okay. Thank you for the information. Let's move on to the next question now. So, is there any opportunity for pass course 3 years degree graduate?
What is a pass course?
It's just the student who completed degree in 3 years time from Bangladesh. So maybe she's asking about that. Yeah.
Okay, so typically for our postgraduate students in Bangladesh, we ask you to have a 4-year course. Please talk to 𝐸𝐴 make the application. It's something that we could definitely take a look at. I just would like to confirm without seeing your documents. But head over to 𝐸𝐴, they'll be able to support you.
Okay. Do you accept how many years of gap for UG or PG students?
Of course.
You have mentioned. Yeah.
I only mentioned UG. So for UG, as I said, it's 2 years, but for PG, it is actually 6 years. But yes, it is we always do it from when the date the exam is taken, or not when you receive the result, unfortunately.
Okay. Basically, like the date provided on the transcript,
Yes.
that is the one you look for, right? And the certificate, sometimes it comes delaying, like maybe 1 year, 2 years late. So that's why you check the transcript date. I believe. Okay.
Yeah, we have to make it very clear to students.
Okay. So this is another student asking, like, do you accept Oxford ELT or Duolingo?
Unfortunately not. They're both great for practice. I would always recommend as much English practice as possible. Duolingo is great for the practice, but we don't accept it as a current English language test. Our most popular ones for Bangladesh is by far IELTS, PATE. I've got a lot of questions about English as a TESOL as well recently, but as a general sort of quick rule of thumb, anything that you can study online or do your test online, we won't accept.
Okay. So are there any nursing course available at the moment?
Absolutely. So we are recruiting for our adult nursing BSc course in January start. So if you are really interested, talk to 𝐸𝐴 Global quickly and get your application in as soon as possible. To apply to our adult nursing course, it will be an application through UCAS, but 𝐸𝐴 Global will know how to do this. It won't be direct to the university.
Okay. So there is another question from Ripa Akhtar. Do you accept polytechnic background students?
Of course, we are actually also an ex-polytechnic, so we would never say no. Of course, could never confirm that if I could offer you a place in our course, I've seen all your documents, but there is absolutely nothing to stop you applying.
Okay. Then we have this question from Shariful Islam regarding accommodation facilities. I think he's asking to elaborate more about the accommodation facilities.
Of course. So our rooms change, but as a general rule of thumb, in every single room, there's a bed, there's a desk, there's a wardrobe, there's some cupboards, drawers, things like that. There's three main types of accommodation that we have. So we have a studio flat. This is the most expensive option, but a studio flat is a self-contained flat that has a bed, a little kitchen, and a bathroom, and everything within that flat is yours, and you don't share that with any other students. We have shared flats with ensuite rooms. So an ensuite room has a private bathroom and a shared kitchen. A kitchen is a fully well-equipped kitchen, oven, fridge, microwave, things like that. It's all for student use. And then we also have some rooms that are shared bathroom and shared kitchen, but a private bedroom. Aside from that, all of our accommodations have laundry facilities, there's gyms. If you live within one of our Greenwich accommodations, you get free access to the gyms that are on all of our campuses. Some of our campuses have social spaces, so like a shared, big, like large shared areas for you to hang out with your friends or do some studying. But yeah, as a rule of thumb, all rooms have a bed, a desk, and everything you need to have a comfortable year at Greenwich.
Okay, let's move on to the next questions. We have many questions to follow up. So now this is in regards to offer letter turnaround time. How long is the offer turnaround time?
Of course. So it is course dependent. If you're applying for adult nursing, as we spoke about earlier, it does take a little bit longer because that course requires an interview. But if you apply for something like international business and you already have all of your grades, you have everything, we can make you an offer within maximum to 48 hours. So it's a very quick turnaround time.
Okay. Are there any nursing courses available?
Absolutely, yeah. As we mentioned earlier, adult nursing in January intake.
Okay. What is the minimum IELTS requirements for the LLM?
I believe LLM is 6.5 overall with no less than 5.5 in each skill for IELTS.
Okay. Does the university offer courses with placement year?
Yes, we do. I am a massive advocate of placement years. They're incredible. You get great work experience. You get paid for the year. That's the biggest yes of all. But yeah, all of our business courses have the option to do placement years, and there are the option to do placement years with other undergraduate courses. And we have two main teams at the university that will support you with finding a placement as well.
Okay. So there is another question from Shahid. Mr. Shahid is asking about, hi, I have a master's degree. Is it possible to do another one?
Absolutely. We do take students to do a second master's. You'd have to fit all of our academic requirements, and we'd also like students to show why they're doing a second master's in their SOP, statement of purpose. So if you have studied, let's say, biology at undergraduate and then biology at master's level, and you're looking to study biology again, you don't need to study the same course 3 times. But if you're showing progression, if you're specializing in something, we'd never say no to that.
Okay. So now let's move on to the next question. It's regarding, can you please share about your student accommodation, like fees and mean booking duration, like fees and other like the important necessary documents for the accommodation? Yeah,
of course. So our accommodation does range. Some are cheaper, some are more expensive. I will be honest, staying at the Greenwich campus is the most expensive one because it is the closest centre of London. The average cost of all of our accommodations is £600 a month. Some are more, some are less. Greenwich is closer to £800 to £900 a month, and Midway is cheaper than £600 a month. But it's not paid in monthly instalments, it's paid in 3 instalments. It's just how we talk about fees or accommodation in the UK, is we talk about it in a monthly basis. Can't share the minimum fee. I can't tell you the specific fee for every single one of our accommodations. Unfortunately, we have many different types of accommodation, and unfortunately the fees do change year on year, so it is best to head over to our accommodation section of our website, and that will have the specific fees. Minimum duration of booking, we do like yearly contracts, but you could either have it to get the academic year or the calendar year. So if you get just the academic year, I think it's about 48 weeks per year. Again, the price will be, the confirmation will be on our website, and you can get some rooms that are 51-week contracts a year.
Okay. So let's move on to the next question. Says it, do you have masters by research courses for business background students?
We do, absolutely. It's the same process of applying for masters again. You have to write out a research proposal, and once you have that research proposal, head over to our website to find yourself a supervisor. Or there are some already ongoing research courses that you can join, but they'd already be set rather than you researching what you'd actually have an interest in. But yes, we offer them.
Okay, that's great. So I'm taking the last question from the Facebook and other social media platform. This is the last one, not this one. Sorry. So, hello. Are there any application fees?
There is not. So if you apply through 𝐴𝐴 Global, there's no application fees. If you apply direct to us, there's no application fees. There is an exception. If you apply through UCAS, and you have to do that for adult nursing, there is an application fee. But if you're doing everything with 𝐴𝐴 Global, there is no application fees involved, no.
Okay, so that's it from the question section. And thank you very much, Tierney, for coming to us, do this live session with us and giving this information in regards to University of Greenwich. And thank you very much for your valuable time. And the thing is, students, if you want to apply from our end to University of Greenwich, there is no application fees, just to let you know. If you're ready, there is upcoming intake going on for January intake. We can get the offer letters. If all the documents is ready, we can, as Tierney said, you can get the offer letter within 48 hours time. So they're very swift to give the offer letter. So if you are ready with the documents, we can do the application for you. You can communicate with us. We have branches across Bangladesh. Our head office is located in Dhaka. We have 2 branches in Sylhet. And also you can call us. Our number is scrolling down. So you can communicate with us. Our expert can guide you regarding your application process. And thank you very much, Tierney, for joining this live session. And hope to see you soon again. Thank you.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll chat soon. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.